Simpson. And Japan have gone absent without leave. This is Whitmore. Hall and Gale both available. It's still Whitmore. It is the Reggae Boys who take the lead.
Ball shot.
Heal up, football family. Greetings, big up, big up. Welcome to BCN Sports Watch Along of African Cup of Nations round of 16 matchup between Mali and Tunisia. My name is Benton. This is a big game. It's a lot of people in those stands. The crowd very much roll out deep. The players are on the field. The Malian national anthem, the national anthem of Mali, is being sang, and these fans are singing the national anthem in full voice. Of course, Mali, another country affected by conflict on the African continent. So let's get to the starting 11. Looking forward to this one, family. These two teams have had, very, very, very competitive games, and most recently and controversial endings to some of these games. The most recent controversy or controversial ending was the game, I think it was 2022 or 2024, when the Zambian referee, Sikawana, who blew the game off with 5 minutes left in the game. Of course, that became worldwide news as the referee blew off the game early. The the team from Mali national team decided that, the game already blew off. We have a victory, Ghana we are. So that led to some spice and commentaries after this game. But these two teams, I think there's not a lot between these two teams. Let's get to the starting 11. Let's start with let's get here as the national anthem of Tunisia is being belted out, and they have a huge support also. Both teams, very much fans running in deep, large turnout for both of these teams. All right, let's get to the starting 11. Again, this is BCN Sports Watch Along of AFCON, African Cup of Nations. Let's get to the starting 11. Let's start off with Coach Sami Trebelze, starting 11 for Tunisia. Damen in goal. You have Bran and Talibe in the back. They want to use Jan Valerie in right back and Abde on the left back to push up a little bit upfield. So these two players will push up a lot. In midfield in the 10, you have Hannibal Majebri running that number 10 shirt, but he will do a lot of defending in that midfield. You have Ismail Garb on the left side. You have Mankal Ellis Sekeri. You have Sassi. And they will play those two forwards. Hajid Mahmoud and Masturi will round out the starting 11 for Sami Trebelze's Tunisian team. And it's a team that pushed Nigeria to the edge. Nigeria did take the lead, but they did score late against Nigeria and put Nigeria to the edge. There's a lot of respect between these two coaches and a lot of respect between these two teams. Let's get to the Mali national team, the Mali starting 11. Tom Senfet is the manager of this team. He said emphatically that, Yves Basuma is my captain and he's my leader. I can't wait to get him back. So Yves Basuma is back on the park for Mali. In goal, you have Diarra in goal, Djibril Diarra. In the back, you have Kamara, Diaby, and Koulibaly. Dante plays in that left back position. Alou Dieng and Yves Basuma sits like a double pivot in that midfield. In the 10 position, playing like a number 10, could play as a second striker too. Lassine Koulibaly. Mamadou Sangare out wide. Ibrahima Dobia on the left side. And Lassine Sinayoko leads the line for this Mali team. Sinayoko has scored 2 goals so far in this tournament. It's a very, very large turnout for this team. Again, the keys to this game for me is all about Hannibal Majebri. Can he withstand? Can he protect Braun and Talibe. This is going to be a physical football game. So can he protect that? And that's the key for me with Tunisia. Have to be able to break up those Hannibal, Majerbury and Garvey. Have to be able to break up that Malian midfield and quickly get the ball to Mastori out wide. As for Mali, it's all about Mamadou Sagare and Iswasuma, Alou Diang, ballers. Get them on the ball. They will make things happen for this Malian team. All right, we're off in Morocco. The night sky is very, very, very... Wait, we have first half, we have second half. Game already start. And, remember to smash the like button, family. Remember to tell a friend, smash the like button. This is the second of 2 watch-alongs. As here is my story down the line. Almost in. Should have done better there on that cross. But that is something that I just mentioned. I said, you want to break up that play from Mali and get the ball out wide as quickly as possible to Mastori and let him do something. He can either cut in or he will cross. Here is Hannibal Majeri. And we have a throw in for Mali. Yes, ball clearly went out of bounds there, Mr. Abde. Clearly went out of bounds. Remember to smash the like button. Remember to, tell a friend. Wherever you're watching us, smash the like button. This is African Cup of Nations. Watch along round of 16 match. This is the business end. Tunisia almost in again. Mali living a little bit dangerously here. As ball is played long. Fast start to this game. And actually, I don't think anyone is sitting down in the stands. I think the crowd everyone is on their feet watching this football game. Here's the ball sent wide. Looking for Sakari. Braun. Braun plays it back to Talbe. Talbe now looking for Abdi. Then he ups back to Braun. Remember to smash the like button whether you're watching us. Welcome to BCN Sports. Watch along of African Cup of Nations. Round of 16 matchup. We're also going to give you a score update on the English Premier League or games that are currently going on. English Premier League action. Arsenal now 3. Bournemouth 1. That game's currently going on. Elche 2. Villarreal 2. Elche 1. In the La Liga, Strasbourg 1. Nice 0. Those are the games currently going on. All right. Here comes Tunisia trying to cut inside, and Mali's asking for a free kick there or a goal kick. Referee said goal kick. Very, very close contest between these two teams, and these games usually provide a lot of action, a lot of competitiveness between these two footballing nations. So I expect no different. The winner advanced to play. Senegal, Lassane is called for a foul there. Referee, he's trying to plead his case. Remember to smash the like button. Remember to tell a friend about the show. Wherever you're watching us, thank you for watching us. Thank you for joining us on BCN Sports. And a early yellow card there to Douabie. Early yellow card there. Strong tackle. Now, that's not yellow card, referee. It's not. It's just that's not a yellow card. That's accidental. His hand hit. Who did he hit in the face? Was his Jerby? Now Bissouma is getting very aggressive with the referee about this. So this is where Mali has to keep its emotions in check. He has to keep its some man them two charge up. Just keep it down a little bit. Here's we restart play. Ball is with Tunisia. Trying to find Hannibal Medjuri, but taken away by Mali, and it's cut out, and another appeal about the yellow card, but referee says no, play on. Here comes Tunisia, sending it in the box. And it's Diaby is there to cut it out. Corner kick. I like Mali's jersey. I really like it. It looks good. Of course, they're playing with that green and yellow top. Green and black, is it? With yellow shorts. Let's see, maybe I can update the color of this jersey. And Tunisia is playing in all white. So let me see if I can update the color of these teams' jersey here. While await the corner. Corner kick. Hannibal getting ready to get it. He's of course with Burnley in the English Premier League. He's talking to his teammates. Referee is also stepping in to separate a couple players. This is a physical ball game. It will be a physical game. Here's the corner kick. Ball into the box and in a punch out rather than catch. Goalkeeper Diarra decided to punch out, and referee has called a free kick. Free kick to Mali. Welcome to BCN Sports Watch Along. Let me see. The color here is black and green. I think it's the color. It's main color is that with yellow shorts. Numbers are yellow. We have a yellow card here, so Braun picking up a yellow card. Braun picking up a yellow card, holding on for dear life there on all right, I think this is the closest I can get with the colors for Mali. Free kick to Mali. Basuma standing over it. Balls and referee has paused play as Tunisian players down. Both these teams looking for an advantage here. So we'll restart play again. Basuma getting ready to restart play as the referee gives instruction to the players. I think these teams have met 4 times in AFCON. Here is Basuma, sends it inside. Didn't clear Hannibal Medjbre. Taking a long time there to get the ball on the control is Mali, but then they finally cleared it out, and it's to goalkeeper Diarra. Here is Amadou Dante getting ready to just restart play. Still 0-0. Early in the game, ninth minute of action. And we have a player down there. A lot of stop-start to this game so far. I think that's Braun that is down for Tunisia. We have a stop and play here. And Tunisian player getting a bit of treatment. And he's probably limping off. He might be able to continue. I'm still waiting to see. Is it Talbe? Oh, they will have to make a sub earlier on. He cannot continue. Tunisia forced into a sub here. Oh, Bran is out. His day is done. Yeah, so coach Sami Trebise. Here comes restart play. Here's the ball with Sinoa. Breaking up by Tunisia. Tunisia being able to get a lot of these second balls. Trying to restart play, and they really want to go quickly. Here is the sub on now. So Tunisia has lose a defender. Here's ball is with Diaby. Diaby now turns it over. Shot by Tunisia. That was close. Jerbe with the shot. Tunisia definitely. Mali still haven't settled into this football game. That was close. I think the stop-start of the game, Alou Dieng trying to close down the shot by Jerbe, but not quickly enough. Here's the throw to Mali. Remember to smash the like button, subscribe. This is the way to get the content out to others. Smash the like button. Still 0-0. A fast-paced game, but also very much interrupted. Fast-paced game. Here's the ball to a free kick to Mali. Mali dugout is on the edge of their seats. Oh, that's a foul. They're holding on to Sangare. Mamadou Sangare trying to get... Free kick to Mali on the right side. As another player is down, I think Koulibaly is down. Oh, I see what you're doing there. Valerie very much doing a very good physical play there, and the ref didn't call a foul, did he? Did he call a foul? People, it's a lot to keep off. No, the player didn't call a foul. It's a corner kick. Corner kick. Getting ready for the corner kick. Getting ready for the corner to come in. Here's the kick. Inside. Cleared out by Daman. Tunisia trying to get going. Ball is sent wide. Looking for a run of Mastori. Mastori almost in. And quickly back is Kamara to cut across. And Mastori was almost in there. Here is Mali, and I think that Mali needs to slow the game down a little bit. Medjeri trying to play through. Medjeri trying to play through. Cut out by Mali. Ball is looking. Ball is not really staying with any team. Medjeri sends it wide, looking for Abdi. Abdi with a cross, and it's overhit out for a goal kick. So, 15 minutes into the football game, you know what? Both of these teams want to play quickly. But I don't know if playing quickly is beneficial to either of them. And the reason why I'm saying that is that there are teams that are taught to play quickly, and they play quickly and very efficiently and play quickly very well. But these two teams, they are making a lot of mistakes. The technical aspect of it, controlling the game in this quick play, is not necessarily coming off. Now, granted, it's a lot of physical. There's a lot of physical talent challenges in this game, and we have a player also down now. Is it? No, it's not Medjeri. So Tunisian player is down, and it was Basuma. Now Basuma gets a yellow card. So this game really requires a referee that. So that was Jan Valery. You have Jan Valery. So Basuma controls the ball, and he stepped on the instep of Jan Valery. This game requires someone who is very much like a referee who's very much no nonsense sort of referee. Here comes Tunisia down the right wing. Ball is back to Jan Valery, is okay. Now on back to the sub. I will get the name of the sub. Here is I'll update this in a second, and we have another Tunisian player down. So it's a lot of stop-start as Yassine Maria is the sub. So Yassine Maria is the sub. He's on for Braun, who picked up an injury. We have another Tunisian player down. Abdi is down also. And it's a very physical football game. So just updating the subs. Now we're back to restart play. Tunisia. Ball now picked away by Mali. Amadou Dante pushing up the field. Looking for Lassine Sanayoko, but too short. Cut out by Yassine Marin. Ball is played all the way back to the defense for Tunisia. Yeah, why? It's hard to pronounce some of them names, I know. I need to go Arabic lessons class, Bridget. Still 0-0. 28th minute of play. Jan Valery trying to go down the wing. Find Haj Mahmoud. Mahmoud with a cross. And Mastori unable to get on the end of it into the arms of goalkeeper Diarra. Diarra looking to get play back going. Here is Mahmoud outright trying to go, but cut out. And again, Mali is able to repel the attack. We have more AFCON quarterfinals coming up tomorrow. Morocco versus Tanzania, 11 a.m. We also have English Premier League watch along of Chelsea versus Man City. Remember and Hannibal Medjebre is down, and it's a foul on Kamara. Yo, Mali needs to calm down. Them man are too aggressive, brethren. Calm down. Man, them physical, but free kick to Tunisia. Goalkeeper Diarra setting his wall. He's taking one person out of the wall. Hannibal Medjebre sends it in. Tunisia almost in there with a chance, but shot back in on goal. Cut out by Lassine Sinayako, and it's out for a throw to Tunisia. Referee has stopped play again. Don't know why. Okay, quick look there on pass behind ball, nothing doing. Here comes Mali. Can't get the passes in correct. Quickly taken out by Tunisia. Referee says play on. The Tunisian player, Medjebre, looking for a free kick. None doing. Here comes Mali. And cut out, and Basuma is cut down. And a free kick to Mali. A yellow card to number 15 of Haj Mahmoud. Number 15 picks up a yellow card for Tunisia. 22nd minutes in, and I think we've had, 3 yellow cards already. At this rate, someone must get a red card. And so Gabri is asking for a foul. Referee said no. And so, he waved play on. Here comes Mali. Now long ball in the box to Lassana Sinayoko. And a tame effort, but it ricocheted off a Tunisian player and out for a corner kick. Mali's first corner of the game. Very, very nice crowd at this round of 16 matchup in Morocco. Corner kick into the box, almost on the end of it is Doumbia, but cleared out by Tunisia, quickly taking corner. And referee has stopped play again. Medjebre asking for a foul, but nothing doing. Says they need to retake the corner. Doumbia sends it into the box, looking for the big frame of Lassine Sinayoka, but cleared out by Tunisia, and it's out for a throw. Throw into Tunisia. And Tunisia, both of these teams are tall. They are both tall and very physical. Here is Mali. Ball with Basuma, trying to flip it back in. Cut out by Tunisia. Cut out by Sase, more importantly, and it's cleared out. And it's a throw to Mali. Yo, every call these players a contest. This is almost like an El Clasico back in the day. Everything the ref blow for is a complaint by the team that it goes against. Here is Amadou Dante for Mali. Sends it long. looking to try to get behind newly entry man Talibe and Yassine Mira. Here's Jan Valery. Jan Valery looking for Haj Mahmoud. Mahmoud Gebre. Basuma is back to cut out the pass. Sends it right to Dumbia. And Malian player slipping off the ground there. And Sangara can't keep it under control. Well, he did recover. Now he sends it back to goalkeeper Diarra, who came on a bit of pressure from Mastore and who clears his line. Tunisia back in control. Yassine Miria with it, and he sends it back to goalkeeper Damen. Damen finds Talibe. Talibe sends it long to Abde, and a clash here between two players. Mahmoud Sangare, referee's reaching for his yellow card again, and he's reaching for a red card this time. A red card to Kolubali. You know what I said earlier? I said the way these two teams are playing, somebody's gonna get a red card. The referee has issued a red card. Oh, okay. Woyo Kolibali has picked up a red card. Let's see the challenge again. Ooh, yeah, this one is not gonna get overturned. I mean, he's late to the ball. Is it a dangerous play? And this is the frustration with this Malian team. There's always something with them. Always something, brethren. So Woyo Kolubali now is off, picking up a red card. Very emotional moment for him. Bissouma trying to guide him and give him a bit of advice there, and so that's the thing that I mentioned earlier. I said this team wants to play hard, they want to play aggressive, but you have to be a bit controlled. You don't want these challenges. And now you're down to 10 men. Yeah, my youth, come on if I feel. No, that's actually Basuma talking to Woyo. He was waiting to see if VAR will take a different look. Now they have to make some adjustments. I guess VAR might be having a look after all. Mali versus Tunisia 0-0, 28th minute of the first half. Of course, Woyo Koulibaly is off. Red card for Woyo Koulibaly. So Mali down to 10 men. Woyo Koulibaly. His coach is telling him to wait. His coach is telling him to wait. The fourth official is telling him to come off. His coach is telling him to wait. Because VAR is having a check. The fourth official is telling him to come off. A bit of mixed signal there. Coach, I think VAR already decided that he's off the field, man. All right. So let's see if Tunisia can capitalize on this. And this is one of the frustrations around this team from Mali. It's and the fans of Malian football can document this a lot more than I can, because this team can leave people a bit frustrated. A very talented team. But it's just they have to slow down with some of these challenges. They are war brethren, a ball player. So they're very, so they will have to play the game without 11 players. And so let's remove Number 26 off. And let's put this red card under his name. Let me see here. So, Tunisia with an attack, and a player was in an offside position. So Mali playing with 10 men. Here is Tunisia. Big up to BM. BM say Arsenal win again. Ball, a shot and goal from Tunisia, and it's blocked by the goalkeeper, or blocked by the last defender there. That ball was from Skeheri with the shot. Big up BM. BM says Arsenal won again. Yeah. Let me see here. I'll get to the last comment here in a second. No, I'm not updating that. I need to update this. Update Mali. So this is Tunisia's game to lose. All right, BM says, is this Arsenal season regarding the Premier League? It could be, but you still have to play the game. I mean, they're doing quite well, just past midpoint. You know, the way I've heard Pep Guardiola speaks, at these press conferences, he tells me that his swagger, his confidence is back, and he liked what he's seen from his team. So I do expect Man City to squeeze Arsenal and squeeze them real hard. So and it's a long, it's a only ball game yet. So I won't crown Arsenal. I don't know if this is their season. To me, they will have to prove it to me that they can win the Premier League. They've made right investments, but they still have to prove they've made good investments. I'm not going to say it's right until they win the trophy. They will have to prove to me that they can win it. So, you know, and the most important thing, I just think that just listening to Pep Guardiola's press conferences, and he's just like, he's smiling. He's like, yeah, I like what my team is doing. I like where we are. Let's go. Let's play. So, you know, I expect a very competitive run between these two, Arsenal and Man City, and whoever else wanna join them in that rush. But I wouldn't say it's Arsenal's season yet until it happens. That's my 2 cents. No, some Arsenal fans will probably come at me, but I mean, oh well, it is what it is. Arsenal will have to prove to me, BN. They will have to prove to me. Free kick to Mali as Bissouma. Yeah, what is Bissouma doing there, sir? 34 minutes into the game. Free kick to Mali. Now Mali will like to capitalize on some of these set pieces, but they will not capitalize on that one. Yes, BM says, if not, no, when? This is true. Very good question. If not, no, when? That is the ultimate question for Arsenal. I mean, they will have to prove to me this year. Same thing I said last year. If not, no, when? But they are right where they should be, and winning games and finding ways to win games even though they may not be playing their best. It seems like they went through a little rough patch, but they found ways to win games. And now they seems to be back on the form. Last time I checked, they were leading Bournemouth 3-1. And so they defeated Aston Villa 4-1 in that second, a very good second half. So those were impressive victories for Mikel Arteta and Arsenal. But they have to go win the trophy. They have to go win the trophy. We don't give boy a trophy, so they have to go win it. And I think Arsenal has to demonstrate that they can last the entire season. It's a battle of attrition, real Gideon. Wait till May and, win it. So they do have the pieces, they do have the depth. And, for Arsenal's fans' sake, hopefully they do have the coach now. 36 minutes of play. African Cup of Nations round of 16 matchup. Mali versus Tunisia. Mali down to 10 men. Woyoho Koulibaly picked up a red card. It's not Woyoho Koulibaly, it's Woyo Koulibaly, but Jamaicans will love give nicknames, so I just call him Woyoho. Here is Hannibal Medjebri down the left wing. Cut up by Diaby. Diaby finds Lassine Sinayoko. Finds who turns it inside to Alou Dieng. Alou Dieng finds Amadou Dante. Amadou Dante now looking for option, and he ends up sending the ball out for a throw. I don't know how you pass that ball outside this. Mali reminds me of Jamaica. Talent, force ripe, energetic, probably too highly, as in just too much energy. It's like they need to kind of step it down a notch. Better to play slower and more in control. This high pace, high tempo physicality, but out of control is a problem for this Malian team. Here comes Tunisia, who's Talibe. Talibe finds Jan Valery. Mali dropping into a deep, low block defensive setup now. They will look to play on the counter. Jan Valery down the right finds Jebri, who finds Talibe. Talibe back to Jebri. All Tunisia. Boy, this red card just mash up this game too. Because now basically see one team just try to defend and go, yo. It's hard to do a watch along when the team is not competitive. By the way, smash the like button there for me. I beg you know. Please smash the like button because it's how we get the content out. Get it in the hands of more people. The other 5 or 10 Jamaicans who are football fans who might be interested. Here comes Hannibal Major. Oh, what? What kind of tackle that youth? Lassine Koulibaly. That is a yard man tackle on Hannibal Majebri. That one probably will go back to VAR. Referee didn't give him a yellow card though. Let's see. Ooh. Yeah, not even a yellow card. That's at least a yellow card in my book. Again, the players from Mali have to slow down. You don't need to make that tackle there, sir. Hannibal Majebri on the ground, and now Lassine Koulibaly over to offer a little bit of help. Seems like Hannibal is hurt, man. And then the man who tackled him, man, had a point to his head. Now Hannibal Majebri now on the referee saying that how comes this is not a red card? You know what? And now he's back on his feet. Seems like he's fine. This is a physical ball game. By the way, BM, is this game on BCN Sports YouTube page? Let me see if BCN Sports YouTube page is showing this game. Here is and there's. All right, just before the kick is taken, the referee now stop play. Okay, now we can start. Thought VAR buzzed him about something, but I guess it was just an error. Here's the free kick. Ball sent into the box, headed on. Goalkeeper in no man's land, but somehow Mali escaped. Here comes, and a turnover, but a free kick to Mali. Let's see if those of you who are interested in AFCON, if you can watch it on BCN Sports YouTube page. Something is live there. I don't know what is. Nope, it's not for the American audience. I guess if you have a VPN, maybe you can catch it. Yeah, but it's not live on the YouTube channel in the American media space. Yeah, BN said it's not. Yeah, man. It's not live. BM says not. Alright, so goalkeeper Diarra is down for Mali. And coach Sammy Senflet, Tom Senflet called over his Malian team to give them some instructions. Hey, how about you tell himself to calm down? And magic spray is out for the goalkeeper, and the backup is out warming up. And the Tunisian fans are in full voice because they have Mali right where they want them. You know, they haven't scored, so, you know, thankfully for Mali's sake, they haven't conceded a goal, but, you know, they are down a man. And I think just like the earlier game, we did, BCN Sports did a watch along of the Senegal versus Sudan game. And the thing is that when you get to halftime, you want to try to see out this half without conceding a goal. And it's the same thing here for Mali. They want to be able to go in at halftime, with the score at least level 0-0 because, I still can't get over the tackle by this brother. Remember to smash the like button. Smash the like button. This is how we get the content into the hands of others. BCN Sports Watch Along of AFCON. And here comes Tunisia. Trying to get that go-ahead goal. Ball sent into the box and overhit into the arms of goalkeeper Diarra, who gladly fell to the ground. Run clock, yes, goalie. Now, looking at both of these teams, both of these teams want to play fast, but I want to emphasize that you're playing fast, but you have to do the simple things correctly. And I think Tunisia, have gone into the final third. Now we have a Malian player down in the box. I think it's Lassine Sinioko is down, and they're playing said we, and the referee has stopped playing. So, all right, the Malian player is down in the box, next to the penalty box, covering his face. So they got hit in the face. Mali had the ball. Mali decided to play on. Now Tunisia won the ball, and now the Mattel Tunisia have kick out the ball. Why you never kick you out when you don't have the ball? Yo, halftime, come here, brother, because I might be penalty shootout for this game. I think it's Lassine Sinioko down. Oh, BM says AFCON and Peacock or Paramount would have made more sense. You know what? Yeah, but I think that BCN Sports has been a partner with AFCON, as long as I remember, BM. I think BCN Sports in the States, they've always been that partner to bring that content. Paramount and them Peacock people, them people are not really committed to the continent, Being Sports with the Arab money, you don't know it already. I'm not saying anymore. I'm not. Yo, the brother still down. That's seen Seniyoko still down for Mali. I don't know how much did Bean Sports paid for the rights, but I know that Bean Sports have had this right for a while. You know what's also very interesting? For a very physical game, for a game that the challenges are crazy to some extent, the level of respect in the interaction is quite admirable. The players, even though Koulibaly kicked down Hannibal Majebre, they are having a conversation with some level of decency here, and there's not a lot of argument or fighting. I really admire this, because I can see this at Jamaica. If a man kick me down them way there, a man kick down a Jamaican player, I fight that. Them not talk to me. All right, so the Malayan player's back on his feet. Seems like he's okay. He had got poked in the eye. Referee's trying to restart play. Of course, the infamous referee last year between Tunisia and Mali, when he blew off the game early, the Zambian referee in the 85th minute. He got his time all wrong, and Mali players refused to return to the field. And so Mali won that game. I think it won that game 1-0 the last time these two teams met. So when these two teams met, it's usually pretty spicy. There's a recipe for some foolishness to happen. Here's the ball over the block, looking for Tunisia. Looking for Abde. Abde cleared out by Dante, and a Malayan player down in the box, and goalkeeper Diarra is quickly out, but the referee called a foul. Kamara was saved there. Haj Mahmoud a bit too strong there on the challenge. Again, and these are some big players, the man your elbow, you still getting elbowed. And Mahmoud, kick and miss the ball. Now, granted, probably wouldn't have count. And 6 minutes of added time. Tom Senefet, the coach of Mali, just wants to end this half and get his team into the locker room. Throw into Mali. Amadou Dante getting ready to restart play. Mali playing with 10 men. Long throw, looking for Lassini Seniyoko. Cleared out by Talibe Mera. And an overhit ball there from Mali. It's just... Man, I can't connect 5 passes, Bridget. Why you just kick the ball over so quickly? And maybe... BM say African ballers them too highly. Yeah, man. This game is physical. Them man are now on both sides of the field. Them man are now play. At some level of tackles them are put in them now, and when them kick ball still kick. Here comes Somali looking to get the ball. All right, look at that pass to Basuma. The ball passed so hard, Basuma can't even control. Basuma said, Bridget, why you kick the ball so hard? I'm there right here, so. Yeah, big up to all the lovely people in the stands. Big up. Ball is with Tunisia. As we approach the ending of the first half, 0-0. Tunisia looking for a go-ahead goal here. Trying to find Yal Valerie. And overhit. And Dante is down. But, come on, Dante. Yeah, he dragged him on. Come on, Dante. Free kick to Mali. So BM, do you think this is Arsenal's year? Long ball out from goalkeeper Diarra, headed out by Jan Valery, out for a throw to Mali deep into Senegal's half. Deep in Tunisia's half. Talking about Senegal. Remember to smash the like button. This is how the content grow. Leave a comment. Let us know your thoughts on the content, things that we can do better. Whatever comment, leave it. We welcome it. And tell a friend, subscribe. We have a free kick or a throw in here for Mali again. Referee is okay. I mean, you really have to be authoritative ref in this game. You have to take control of this game because both of these teams are quite physical. Here's the ball out, looking for Amadou Dante down the left side and a cross inside. And rather than let his goalkeeper Damen gets the ball, Talibe, our new man Maria is quickly in, and he almost caused a problem. BM says maybe that's the reason the African team is yet to win the World Cup. There's too much emphasis on strength and power versus the technical side of the game. Yeah, maybe. But maybe they could use the strength to advance their objectives. I mean, winning a World Cup is no, and we're at halftime. Winning a World Cup is no easy feat. I think the reason maybe why an African team hasn't won a World Cup yet is just because of the development of the sport. The leagues have gotten better on the continent. The Champions League has gotten better, and the African version of the Champions League has gotten better. I think some of these players from Africa are getting to experience other leagues in the world. So they're making money now. They're making a better living from the game. So I think ultimately it's almost inevitable that one of these teams will win a World Cup. Hopefully it will happen in my lifetime. I think like a team like Senegal. Now, to win the World Cup, first you have to believe you can win the World Cup. And Senegal is a very talented team, but does Senegalese players believe that they can win the World Cup? I don't necessarily think so. I think Senegal players may go into a World Cup thinking that, you know what, we're just going. We have certain standards, we have certain benchmark. We want to go maybe semi-final or quarter-final. But do they really, like some teams got a World Cup with this expectation and this authority to win? I think like you look at France, Argentina, Brazil. Brazil got a World Cup even with Bugside. And when them no win, them Becks. Them come back and say, yo, win or win. I say, well, it's a Bugside and a carry. It's an idiot side. Whereas I think like Senegal, there has to be like a personality sort of, or maybe it's a psychological aspect of it. I don't know how, if the sports psychologist form of things is emphatic in these teams. I suspect it is, but because sometimes I watch Senegal play, there's almost like a trepidation when they play against some of these big teams. Yeah, most of the players in the African teams play at the highest level in the Europe. Something is missing when they get to the World Cup. Yeah. I think like, to win a World Cup, things have to fall in place. It's whether it's for the big teams that have won it, you also need a player, at least the teams that I can remember that have won the World Cup. You need a player to kind of take the bull by the horn, so to speak, take it by the scruff of the neck, because you look to somebody in those big moments against the bigger the teams are challenging for that trophy. You look to that person in those big moments to kind of carry you through, and I think for some of these teams on the continent, some of those big players cannot, don't really deliver on those big moments. And then I look at, and that's one of the Achilles heel of Senegal. Like, they look to Sadio Mane in this big tournament. So Sadio Mane is not going to take you to the promised land. Mohamed Salah, Egypt looking to a Mohamed Salah. I mean, Mohamed Salah can be as selfish as he wants, but when he comes up against these big teams, he's not going to carry you to the promised land. I mean, and i.e. win a World Cup. You look at Morocco last year, and Morocco said, okay, Walid Regragui, the coach of Morocco, Morocco said, we're going to take a different approach. We're going to make sure we defend first, and it worked immensely for them. And it almost pulled off a major upset. Now, I don't think anybody thought that Morocco in a final against Argentina would have won the game, because Argentina have a big player who was not going to let that thing go away. So I just think to win a World Cup, you need, of course, you have talent, but you have generals. You need one or two generals. You need one or two big players in those moments, especially when you hit around the semi-final, quarterfinals, and you start seeing the other big teams. You need one of those two big players on your team to step forward and said, don't worry, I got you, and carry the team to the next level. And I think for, we have seen a lot of talented teams out of African continent, but we haven't seen a team that has the talent and those big players deliver on that moment against similar sort of big opponents, I'm a huge fan of Senegal. I would love for Senegal to be able to take the next step. What Morocco did at the last World Cup, with Senegal's talent pool, they should be able to go as deep in this tournament. But I can't depend upon Sadio Mane. And Sadio Mane is a key part of whatever Senegal is doing. I like the young kid Mbeye. You can't depend upon Nicholas Jackson when big time, when you play against big team and goals to score. So, we'll see. But I think I'm hopeful that inevitably, I'm hopeful that ultimately a team from Africa will win the World Cup. I'm hopeful as information gets shared, as knowledge gets shared, and the coaching development, because the strength of these teams are, they are very good teams. You just need that big player to deliver. All right, first off, Mali versus Tunisia, halftime 0-0. Mali playing with 10 men. Nothing, basically nothing that really, I can't find nothing for, other than the red card. Let me speak clearly for the non-Jamaican. Other than the red card, there's nothing to really kind of write home about the first half. I thought the game started well. Both teams were going at it. It's a very physical football game. Both teams want to play high-tempo, up-tempo football. Problem is that when you play high-tempo, up-tempo football, you have to be able to technically manage that. And I think Mali struggles in an area of technicality when it comes to high-tempo football. But both of these teams are very physical. The red card definitely gives Tunisia more advantage in terms of numbers, but Mali is quite fine dropping deep and playing defensive and forcing Tunisia to try to beat them or break them down. And I don't know if this Tunisian team has those pieces to be able to break down this Mali team. Now, the Mali team will probably do something stupid and give away a penalty at some point in this game. Probably, you know what? Probably in a minute 78 or minute 80, when them start get even tired, them probably do something even crazy and give them a penalty. Mali, that is. So that's it for me. It's like, first half, looking forward to the second half because somebody have got to do something because one team will go home. BM says Nigeria is a big joke side. Look at the caliber of players on the team, and they can't even make it the playoffs to qualify. The Mali, the Nigeria situation, it's back to what we always discuss with Jamaican football. sometimes I underestimate the power of administrators. I am guilty of that sometimes when I look at sports products, I look at sports teams that achieve something. A lot of times myself heavily, I kind of ignore the administrators, the people, the men and women behind the scenes who are making sure that this product that we see, this very good product, this very competitive team that we see, is well tuned, well equipped to perform effectively. And I think with Nigeria, the talent is crazy, the players at high level crazy, but behind the scenes, their federation is bad. Is bad. They have a very horrible federation. And I don't want no Nigerian federation member come send me no email. Alright, not alright, maybe speak patois. I don't want any Nigerian federation member come send me email. Because like this recent thing about sending an appeal to FIFA, filing a case to FIFA to get DR Congo kicked out for allegedly using ineligible player based on some citizenship criteria. Man, shut the hell up, man, as Junior would have said. So that is that, and then the whole thing leading up to that playoff where the Nigerian players sat out training because of non-payment. So you have so I think at times I tend to forget like really good, successful teams, especially consistently good teams, they have a very good administrators in the background. They have very good administrators in the background. And administrators oftentimes don't get the limelight when the team wins. They don't get the praise, but they should get some acknowledgements because it's you can't tell me Nigeria have all these great players and for years, players after players. And it's how is Nigerian Federation in an argument with players over payment? That does not make any sense. So, yeah, man, it's the administrators is a big part. You need very good sports administrators, and maybe this is something where the continent, African continent, and CONCACAF teams are lagging behind in terms of football development. You can have all the talent you want in the world, but if your sports administrators are not competent, are not good enough to kind of take this talent, develop this talent, take it from the grassroots to consistently bring up good teams, then it's just out there. So we just out there so I hope and I pray that things work out. Yo, make sure you smash the like button, Yo, King, Bridget just give me a call back. Me link you back after this. Link you back after this. Big up to all those on the live. Just texting back a Bridget here. BCN Sports watch along of AFCON. And BM to the Jamaica situation, when we look at schoolboy football, we see the talent. When I was in Ghana and I watch football in Ghana and Reggie them carry around go show. Yeah, watch man I play pickup ball, youths a play pickup ball, and you them a play some serious ball. Now how can you tell me like a country like Ghana has done so well on the global stage, didn't qualify for AFCON? Does that make sense? So clearly you have football administrators who are just incompetent. It's just a bunch of foolishness. BM says, I remember a few years ago Argentina's federation went bankrupt and Messi had to help them with paying staff. Imagine all them foolishness there. How administration I go bankrupt and every year and I get money? Because administrators don't win no trophies. I want to build big house. I want every trip, every tournament, they want to fly first class, go watch tournament. Like say, So maybe FIFA need to do, or maybe business schools them, some of the better business schools them need to start a program and start develop better football administrators or better sports administrators, because you have some people who are run for office who some of these federations, because a man known to a local one and say, yo, you're the president of the federation. Brother, you don't have no sort of administrative experience, you don't have no sort of expertise. But yeah, man, brethren them vote me in anyway. And no wonder is a scammer run FIFA. And I don't want FIFA seminar hate me either. Alright, BCN Sports watch along of CONCACAF. Alright, terminal, no, illegal, no, legal meal. You know, no breach. I've broken any laws or anything. You know, normally I would have taken a break here, but this, you know, just talking about the situation around how to a team go from talent to achieving success on the global stage. You know, as it pertains to this game, second half, Mali versus Tunisia getting ready to kick off. Teams are back out. You know, keys for the game for Mali: calm the hell down, man. Calm the hell down and easy with them early back tackles, yeah. AKA these risky challenges. And defend well. If you can't take it to penalty, great. Use Vasina Sunayoko on the counter and try to get a goal. That's the key for Mali. Keys for Tunisia: play the game faster. Mahmoud and Mastori. When Mastori drop deep, Mahmoud needs to be spinning off and telling Kamara, you cannot stay with me. Because Kamara has to be doing a lot of movement in that back line for Mali. So Mahmoud and Mastori, a lot more talking. And Animal Majervi, Brethren, I know you are the face of the team, but the ball have to go through you every time. Have to use, because Mali recognize that he's the straw that stirs the drink. They have to keep the ball moving to the other players. Jan Valeri Abde has to come in and send some better crosses into the box. And sometimes it doesn't have to be aerial. You have a very tall team, equally tall team in Mali that you're playing against. Keep the ball on the ground sometimes. That's the keys for both of these teams. Second half getting ready to kick off. And the key for the referee: don't do any stupidness in the second half. Like blow off the game early. Alright, we're off. Mali kicking from left to right. One sub for Tunisia. And I'll get that sub in a second. And actually they put on a goal scorer. So Tunisia put on the leading goal scorer in the tournament, Elias Aknori. Let's get the sub up. By the way, hopefully everyone is having a great start to the new year. Hopefully everything is going well wherever you're watching us from. You know, happy 2026 to you and your family and your friends. You know, hopefully you get out and full joy yourself. Live it up to the fullest. Live it up to the fullest. Do some good and live it up to the fullest, because you don't know. So they've made two substitutions, as in Tunisia. Achori is on. Mohamed Elias Achori is on, and he's been the leading goal scorer for them. So they, decided, okay, let's go ahead. I think he came on for Haj Mahmoud. All right, forget about everything I say about Haj Mahmoud. Free kick to Mali. And so another key for Mali: you're playing 10 men. You got to capitalize on these spot kicks. Or not these spot kicks, but these free kicks. Ball into the box. And, Bridget, that ball nowhere close to the target. Here comes Tunisia looking for Mahmoud Elias Achori send ball back to Diarra. Tunisia recovers. BM says we need youth leagues running simultaneously with the JPL from September to May. And didn't they start like a U20 league a few years ago, and maybe COVID mashed it up? I thought there was a U20 league, and this was one of the brainchild of Rudolph Speed, and there was a lot of discussions about players, need to get certain minutes. I don't even remember the details. I think, BM, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but successful teams on the global stage are in a period. They have good leagues. We just are running down every 4 years, go like a skettle. Go look some players from England who them man they are done gone, man. Them man they don't really want to play for Jamaica because they never want to play for Jamaica if England are call them. You build your league, you develop more quality players, you have a more sustainable team in terms of qualification, and it's probably more cost effective. I mean, South Africa is doing it. Now a man will say to me, well, South Africa hosted the World Cup. Yeah, and Jamaica have access to FIFA money every year just like South Africa. The same grants, the same additional funding Jamaica can get just like South Africa. Offside here regarding on Tunisia. We have a brother and a one. What? We have a stopping play here. Tunisian player saying that he was fouled, but the referee said no. Oh, I think he has blood on his shirt. No. Tunisian fans a bit bored here. This game needs to pick up. Of course, AFCON continues tomorrow in Morocco versus Tanzania. Ball chat. BCN Sports will be doing wall-to-wall watch-along of AFCON round of 16. We also have Premier League watch-along between Chelsea and Man City. So we'll be doing kind of trying to double up for that watch-along tomorrow. Covered 2 games simultaneously. Here's the ball down the line and cleared out by Molly. Let me get the subs in. Number 15. All this is a lot of position to Tunisia now as expected. This is probably gonna be rinse repeat of the same thing. Ball in, cleared out by Mali. Yep, BM asks a question: if Haiti can qualify for World Cups at all levels, why can't Jamaica? Well, well. Yeah, but maybe Jamaica thinks they're better than we are, Bridget. Because when I sit down there and watch Haiti, and I watch Jamaican team and the Haiti team, I mean, the Haiti is a very good playing team. A team that went down to Costa Rica and the game ended 3-3 in the last World Cup qualifier. That was just a really fast-paced, high-profile playing, high-intensity playing Haitian team. I said when I watch Jamaica, I don't see Jamaica scoring 3 goals against that Costa Rican team. Right now, we are dependent on a man outside, fast and I don't call the ball a name still, but. And next thing we are talking about man who gone a club and who are talking about him not getting enough minutes and and things was predetermined. Some self-absorbed thing are going on the Jamaican football thing. Every man one thinks they are for them thing, and it's like the team aspect of it get compromised, and a lot of these teams that make it to the World Cup, their emphasis on teams, not one man thing. Like if a man not get 10 minutes or you not get enough time, then so what? It's not part of the process, brother. You ready to rile up and go play ball again, but sure. Yo, hey, look, Afghan Cup of Nations, don't get me caught sideways pan talking about Jamaican football. We can't even score a goal against Curacao. You see it there? We can't even score a goal against Curacao. Corner kick for Tunisia. In fact, Curacao did a win a ball game when we did for win. I mean, Curacao was bossing that midfield. A technically very solid team. I know we pick up ourselves, so we are going to beat New Caledonia and beat DR Congo. Go a World Cup with do, Bridget. Go get Butter Brews. Come on. So Mr. Ricketson and Bridget them can sit down in a stand and say Jamaica their World Cup while we get embarrassed. Corner kick to Tunisia. It's not everything for everybody, Bridget. That my grandmother used to say. I mean, build something good, something competitive, and then forward. Corner kick to Tunisia, ball turning. BM says, well, the ball admitted to making mistake going to the club after the game. At least he took responsibility. All them things are why them things and everything. Them let me say big newspaper cover them sitting there. Them things that even in a conversation. Ball can go on and want go. I mean, I think at the end of the day, it's about a team. When you have a team that's dependent on the collective. If one man want to take himself and go corner or go club, go and go do what you do. But we have a team, we have a level of responsibility. Yeah, what kind of kung fu kick clearance this, brother? Number 5 for Diaby for Mali. And don't get me wrong, like I understand that players want to enjoy themselves at the end of the day. Man, we are human beings who want to enjoy ourselves, but I mean, a World Cup qualifying game, I mean, it's how often go to see him dance every time you're there yard. Every birthday you go to see him dance. You can't just let it go and deal with this thing. Corner kick. But I guess it is after the game still, so that is no problem. You can do whatever you want. But Jamaican football, I just... I think, maybe blatantly honest, I think Jamaican football needs a coming to Jesus moment. Jamaican football administrators and some of the Jamaican football fans need a coming to Jesus moment. We need to accept the reality of the state of Jamaican football before we improve. The man tried Olympia pan goalkeeper Diarra, and Diarra was wise to it. Almost scored a goal. Very good try, youth. Up there. Punch out. Corner kick again. Coming from the other side. I think Jamaican football is in a dire state right now. I mean, and even like the women football is like we have something good. We have potentially a good team. But again, it's like the heap of foolishness again. Then disrupt that program and that growth. And they also disrupt the growth on the grassroots level and in terms of building a league. So we find two, 3 ballers who can go far and go play a ball and we say, yeah, them money are general and rare and then come play some ball. But I mean, for long-term success in a World Cup qualifier, you need a very good league. You need a competitive league that is churning out talented players that can contribute to the core of your team. Yeah, fly man from Kokana every minute to come play a ball. Nene is coming on for Mali. Nene. Diombe dia is done. Never really do much still, but me understand says because of a red card situation. 58 minutes in the game. Here is Tunisia. Ball sent out left. Cross by Abde. And has a good left foot, but not a good right foot. Ball's out for a goal kick. Very nervous looking crowd. Yeah, we need a goal. We need a goal. We need a goal. Remember to smash the like button. AFCON round of 16 matchup. Mali versus Tunisia. Mali's down to 10 men. Been playing with 10 men from, I guess, maybe the 30th minute. Woyo Koulibaly picked up a red card. Straight red for a tackle on Abde. Here comes Mali trying to cut out play. Ball is through the box. Here's Lassine Siniyoko driven into the box. Turns on the right side, trying to get a cross in, blocked off by Tunisia. Mohamed Elias driving up the field for Tunisia. Turns, finds Jan Valery. Jan Valery on the right wing. Hannibal Madrid showed, but he turns it back. Tunisia don't want this ball game. Here's Hannibal Madrid now driving into the box. He's flipped over and he's thinking that's a penalty, but the game continues and it's out of the Malian player. And let's see if VAR gets involved there. Sassi is saying, have a look. It looks like he went down pretty easy there to me, but that's just me. Let's see. I mean, is that enough to give a penalty? I don't know. I to put this in the box, I've seen it given, but let's see what the referee says. I mean, referee says no penalty. The diving has become so prevalent in football now that sometimes I can't even tell what is real and what is not. And a yellow card to Hannibal. Maybe talking a little bit too much to the referee. Now he's back up on his feet. Seems quite fine. Come on, some of these players, I am tired of the diving in football. Corner kick to Tunisia. Ball sent into the box. And cleared out by goalkeeper Diarra. Hey, that was close. Here comes Senegal trying to get it. Here comes Mali trying to get ahead of it. And Siniyoko runs out of room. And he's blocked off by Abde. And again, we have complaint from one of these teams. The team that the foul is against. Yeah, we need a goal. We need a goal in this game. We need a goal. BM says we have players who leave the JPL and are doing well overseas, but ignored for players who aren't better. That makes no sense. Yeah, so that basically tells me that if we're playing players that now play no ball, then we're not serious then. And also, and on top of that, we're not only playing players that now play no ball, we're playing players out of position that now play no ball. So, and we have players overseas who play well. So, I mean, says football administrators, we need better football administrators, yeah, because some of these decisions don't make no sense. No sense. Because I still can't get around some of the decisions I saw with the Jamaican team during the World Cup qualifiers. And it's also played in the World Cup, like this idea of playing these right backs or whatever in a holding midfield. Brother, Look how much Jamaican players are playing midfield. And you can't find a midfield. And man, I tell me, say we can't find midfielders. But yeah, you know, put a right back in a midfield who then goes back to his club and play right back. It's like sometimes it's an insult to the positions that them the money I think say. So need better administrators to run football, not just in Jamaica, but in a lot of places. A lot of places you have some people that run football where they're not ready. And I think we, the fans who have been paying for this product, need to start take a more stronger emphasis. Because we buy the jersey, we pay the airplane tickets, and the game tickets. Here comes, a golden opportunity by Nene, and he cleared it. He kicked it over a crossbar. On mark, outside the 18, on the left side. Good play from Lassine Senyoko. Should at least get it on target. Early back. Come on, Nene. Calm down. Get your face over, get your head over the ball, Bridget. Head down, get your knee over it. Yeah, kick. Here comes Mali. Very good on this counter-attack formation. It look like Mali definitely prepared to play this way. You know, they are trained and drilled to play that way. Basuma marshalling that midfield very well. Ball is to Lasana Sinyoko, who broke. Ball fell kindly for Basuma. And Sangari now picks it up. Nene. Ball into the box. The referee's playing it on, but the Tunisian players stopped for some reason. Hoping for a call, but here comes Tunisia. Abde. Taken off of it by Lassine Kamara. And he's chopped down and he's a foul. Lassine Koulibaly, that is. Well, not chopped down. I mean, he threw himself to the ground there. You know what? Mali probably are going to win the game, you know. The Mali is probably going to win this game. Mali is probably going to win this game. Tunisia has not taken advantage of having an extra player. BCN ball shots squeaky bum time. Yeah, hey. Hey, ball headed out, throwing to Mali. Yo, if Tunisia make Mali score right now, you know, then can't forget it, because I definitely not going to tackle when it comes to this defending side of things. Here comes the throw to Tunisia. Lassine Koulibaly getting ready to send it in. Surprisingly, it's not a long throw. Hannibal shadowing, but Lassine Senyoko couldn't get it under control. Hannibal sends it long, and Mastori is down. Mastori looking for help from the referee. Not doing. Ball is with Diarra. In goal for Senegal, for Mali. I keep saying Senegal. I don't know why Senegal is on my brain. Yo, I tell you what though, it's a very nice crowd. It's probably the game that I've seen with the most people in the stands. I mean, this is a very, I can't see an empty seat across the camera here, the camera view. I mean, in where the supporters are. I mean, this is a good one. And you I somewhat expected a very tight contest between these two teams. Historically it's always been, I think the last 4 encounters have just been kind of on the edge of the seat sort of deal. Of course, again, last time these two teams met, the referee blew the game off early, and the Malian players decided to them now come back on the field. All right, so free kick here to Mali. The Mali player got kicked in in the calf, and while he got kicked in the calf, he also ended up kicking the Tunisian player. Free kick in, unable to clear the first man. Ball cleared out. Tunisia comes away with it. Abdeg threw himself to the ground. Cha-cha. Yeah, Brethren, you don't have to dribble with every ball. The pass the ball, you have a man extra. Diaby calls for the foul. There's probably a little bit too much dribbling here from Tunisia with the ball. You're playing, you have a man advantage. Don't, every man try dribble. Pass the ball and move. Free kick to Mali. In their own half. Or is it that true? Yeah, please smash the like button. Share. You know, this is how the content grows. Smash the like button. Still 0-0. We might be looking at penalties in this one. Throw into Mali. Set long. Do join us tomorrow for wall-to-wall coverage of Chelsea versus Man City, English Premier League watch along at 11:30. We might be starting at 10:50 thereabouts to start with the AFCON game, and then we'll slide over to the English Premier League game once that game kicks off. I don't know who's going to be managing Chelsea tomorrow. So somebody will be managing Chelsea, but I don't know who it is. We'll wait and see. Here's the ball with Bissouma. For some reason, Bissouma haven't been playing for Tottenham, and he looks quite fine here to me. So tomorrow at 10:50, we'll start with Morocco versus Tanzania, as we have two subs coming on for Tunisia here. Saeed is on for Derby. Yeah, it's a good thing you have. They haven't done anything. I mean, come on. So tomorrow we have Morocco versus Tanzania at 11 a.m. and big game at 2 o'clock is Cameroon versus South Africa. So the two subs are on for Tunisia as Coach Sami Trebelsi looks for someone to step up, and you have a man advantage. Come on, let's go. He's shouting at his team, let's go, let's accelerate the pace and let's get this team under pressure. And we know Mali will make a mistake, but Mali has been really up in the tempo late in this game, as they have a free kick here on the outside of the 18-yard box of Tunisia. Maybe about 5 yards from the 18-yard box. Can he lift this up? The wall is inside the 18-yard box. Does Amadou Dante has it in his locker to lift this up over the wall and in towards goal? Ball is man, the free kick ended up being a field goal. Not even close to the goal, Bridget. Ball chat says, is Tunisia throwing it away? So Tunisia just put on the goal scorer, Mohamed Elias. Elias has been the leading goal scorer for them in the tournament. So I think the coach at this time is saying, like, look, I've kept my star player on the off. Now for him to come on and shine. Here comes Tunisia. It's down the right wing. Ball looking for, and Nane takes it off him. Finds Seneyoko. You pass the BBC ball now, brother. How many players you try break through? You have 10 men. And referee bailed him out with a free kick. And Mamadou Sangare is right in front of you. Pass the ball. I must yard man this. Free kick to Mali inside their half. Chacha, and it's Alou Dieng. Big up cameraman at work. Big up yourself. Here's the free kick, sending long. and cleared out by Tunisia. Yo! We have a Jamaican pan a Jamaican fast lightning bread upon Tunisia team. Just enter the field. Looks a bit fast here. Hannibal walks around Alou. Now he's been dragged back by Nene. Basuma is getting on him. Here comes Tunisia into the box and almost a chance. Great save there by Diaby. Diaby says, out of my life. Yeah, cameraman, yeah. Our camerawoman, whosoever our work. Very good play. And actually would have been offside. I bet they would have been offside. Actually, yo, this shouldn't be a corner kick, This should be an offside in a bridging. Let's see. Okay, yes, yes, definitely not a ball is back in play. And Mali already gave the ball back. Tunisia showing a bit of urgency. Jan Valery gunning up the field, looking for the pass. Now he gets it. He sends it back to Sase. Sase blocked up by Mali. Here comes Seneyoko. Seneyoko turning with 4 players around him. Finally, somebody with sense finds Mamadou Sangare, who finds Seneyoko. Seneyoko threw himself to the ground. Seneyoko have to be able to release that ball quickly. As Mohamed Elias Ajore puts him down. And actually, that is not a foul. He just threw himself in the ground to bail himself out. Referee went for it, though. Here comes the free kick looking for Lassine Sayoko. Cleared out by Tunisia. Still 0-0. Tunisia looking for a go-ahead goal. Mali playing a man down. In fact, they've been playing a man down for the most of this game. Red card to Woyo Koulibaly. Also, Tunisia lost its starting defender Braun through injury early in the game also. Here's Jan Valery outside on the right side. Walks around Amadou Dante. Trying to send it in. Cuts out by big defender Kamara. A misjudge there from the Tunisian player. And Kamara kicks it off the of Jan Valery and it's out for a throw. Yeah, every time the ball go outside, the Malayan players decide to pull up their socks. Time wasting in full effect here for Mali as they looking to push this one further and further towards. I don't know. There's nothing about these goalkeepers that tell me that Mali would have any favorite. But when it comes to penalties, one way or the other. Oh, he's offside, Bridget. He's clearly offside. And he did miss the target as Lassine Seneyoko. I mean, Mali is threatening late in this game. That's for certain. And I don't know if this is something that Coach Tom Senefet saw with Tunisia versus Nigeria. I mean, of course, Nigeria took the lead and ran out winners, but late in the game, Tunisia did close the gap on them and made it interesting late. Now, Victor Osimhen, similar body type with Lassine Sonayoko. And maybe they're trying to get this player free against these Tunisian defenders, Victor Osimhen was quite instrumental in that victory against Tunisia. Of course, Nigeria, the Super Eagles of Nigeria, had a perfect record in the first round. We will see them later on in this knockout phase of the tournament I think they play on Monday. Do join us on BCN Sports tomorrow for watch along of English Premier League and AFCON. Remember to smash the like button. Remember to tell a friend about the show. Tell a friend about the show. Leave a comment. Here comes Hannibal trying to one from way downtown. He saw goalkeeper Diarra off his line for a second there. No dice, out for a goal kick. Seems like the Tunisian players are getting frustrated. Thank you for joining me on BCN Sports Watch Along of African Cup of Nations. Here comes Tunisia again. I mean, the statistics, I mean, as expectedly, ball possession heavily in favor of Tunisia. But the most important stat is that it's still 0-0. Hannibal trying to turn, and he's clipped down and it's fouled. And of course, Hannibal has something to say with the referee again. Yo, can't him on them clad. Everything is a complaint. Bridget, move the man. I'm going to take your free kick. And that's probably what they should be doing, trying to get the Mali team out of balance, because, you know, Mali's players running back to goal. Quickly come take a free kick. The time you still argue with the referee, you allow Mali to set up. Free kick to Tunisia. Hannibal standing over it too. Now why not the players slow down because you have time to go complain? And he takes a shot and goalkeeper Diarra, bit of strange sort of goalkeeping there. He went to catch the ball, and the ball seemed to slip out and go out for a corner kick. No, he didn't want to catch it. He used his fist. He made like he was going to catch it, and he used his hands and hit it away. How kind of goalkeeping this, brother? So it's like a fist bump, but in a catching position. That's a new one to me. Corner kick for Tunisia. Remember, check out BCN Sports headlines nightly. Corner kick for Tunisia. Hannibal getting ready to send in the corner. Takes it short. Receive it, then sends it back in. A loopy one into the air and punched out by goalkeeper Diarra. Sitting on his line almost, Diarra received the ball. That was hit back in. Yeah. 80th minute of play. Tunisia still trying to find a goal. And we have another free kick here as a foul on Sase? Is that the foul on Sase? No, it's the foul on Abde. Ball is sent wide. The ball is moving too slowly, Tunisia. Too slowly. You have to move quickly. Hannibal. Moving around, pointing wide. Saying that the ball needs to go wide to Abde. Abde now finds Hannibal. Hannibal sends it to Talbe. Talbe to Hannibal. Hannibal, good ball. Yo, and kind of idiot pass that, brother. You in a acres of room and you play the ball back. Sase. Mali's very organized defensively. You know, they're moving in unison in that back line. Here is Tunisia into the box. Shot! And into the arms of goalkeeper Diarra. Remember to smash the like button. Hopefully everyone is having a very good start to the year. Wishing everyone all the best for 2026. You know. let's get some scores out. Update on other games that's going on. Barcelona is playing Espanyol currently. Let's get a score update on that game. Arsenal defeated Bournemouth earlier. It's 0-0 between Barcelona and Espanyol, the Barcelona derby. And Atalanta is leading Roma 1-0. We have another player down in this game. In the French league, Lille and Rennes are both 0-0. Mamadou Zangara is down. Seems to be in a bit of pain. Free kick to Mali. Throw into Mali. Mali looking to get a long throw in. Sase say he's running down the line, but wasn't there to control it. Ball is cleared out, and it's a throw into Tunisia. 84th minute of play. AFCON, African Cup of Nations, round of 16 matches, and this is quite, it's not unusual for these round of 16 matches or these knockout matches to be like intense or very nervous games, nervous encounters. Of course, earlier Senegal defeated Sudan in the first game of the day. We have a goal kick that's coming up here for Mali, and Hannibal's day is down. Yeah, man, take him off, I feel, because he's more annoying than anything else. Rough, you know. South Africa manager Hugo Bros says to show no mercy to Cameroon. Of course, Cameroon takes on South Africa tomorrow. And that's typical of Hugo. Hugo is a very talkative manager. Chat enough, man, that. 85th minute of play as Chouat picked up a yellow card for Senegal. A foul there on Dante, on Amadou Dante. Yeah, this game are going to stoppage time. Where referee though? Might take so long. Okay. Here's a long ball in. Cleared out by Talebe. Two Tunisian players getting in each other way. Now cleared up by Mali. And Sinioko. Get up now, man. Here comes Tunisia. Still can't exercise and utilize the man advantage. Bissouma trying to send Sinioko through. Cut out by Tunisia. Ball is back. Getting out as Tunisia is still yet to clear their lines. Bissouma on the end of it. Mohamed Ilyas. Ilyas turns away from Bissouma. Here comes Tunisia on the break. Don't have enough players in attack though. It's 4 versus 6. Ball sent wide. Tunisia into the box. This could be dangerous, and an overhit pass. And is out for a goal kick. Abde couldn't. Yeah, linesman. Overhit pass. Just a little bit too hard. Yeah, Brethren, you ask the ball and you can't catch up to the ball. You ask the ball and them send the ball to you. Up there. And credit to both of these teams. They're leaving it all on the field. It's a very physical game. It's a lot of running, lot of intense, harsh tackling. Missed clearance there by Diaby. Sasse, Valerie. Jan Valerie. Looking to push up. Now he gets it. And Jan Valerie has been doing that most of the game. But I don't think I remember any sort of substantial or good crosses from him. I mean, here is Tunisia outside the 18. Abde. Ball is with Sasse. Sasse. Looking for the options. Now there's a long ball looking to Adbeb, who headed back in, but overhead cross. Tunisia still has it. On the outside of 18. Hey, somebody shoot it. And it choke has the ball in the back of the net. Choke has it in the back of the net. Choke has it in the back of the... I don't know how that ball scored. The goalkeeper didn't move. The Malayan back line also didn't move. I think they thought he was offside. The linesman flag didn't go up. The yard man with the speed did score for them. Chaote scored. Let's see. Let's see the replay. Yeah, he's onside. They just took... Oh, my word. They just took... Yo, I that for reach... Mali. 1-0 Tunisia take the lead. That to reach Mali. Come on. We don't really want extra time in this. We've been doing watch along all day. Let's go. 1-0. So Amadou Dante was with Choyot on that goal, and he paused. He didn't continue the run when the ball was coming in because he saw the other two center backs stepping up, so he didn't want to go because he was hoping he was in an offside position, or he thought the goalkeeper would have had it. But goalkeeper Tiara did not come off the line. He was a free header, and it headed into the lower corner, and the fans from Mali are pissed off. And we restart play. Hey, referee might blow you off. No, I know. Miscontrol. No, man. Yeah, man. Mali gone home, brethren. This is it. Let's see how many minutes of added time we'll get. Maybe about 5-7 minutes thereabout. Sassy with it for Tunisia. And maybe there's a situation where this Mali team just, run out of gas. Playing with 10 men for so long. So Tunisia will be looking, if this result holds, Tunisia will be looking at Senegal in the next round in the quarterfinals. Here is Sasse on the outside for Tunisia. Finds Jan Valerie. Jan Valerie. Down the right side now. He turns away from two players pretty neatly. Mali trying to get to it. They need more men forward. Here comes Mali on the breakaway. But trying to get around one, and the referee has stopped play. Free kick to Mali. And they picked up a lot of these free kicks, but they have not capitalized or make use of them. And we have a yellow card coming out. 4 minutes of added time. This is where everybody from Mali needs to get ready to go up, except the goalkeeper. You need to go deep now and try to get an extra goal. And that yellow card was to Mireya. Or it's Mirish. Alright, so Dante is off. Let's see who came on for him. Standing over it is what? Who's standing over the free kick? I think, is it Basuma? It's a very high line from Tunisia. Ball into the box. Can't clear, shot! And he kicks it wide. And it's a, wait, I think the referee's pointing something saying, wait, did the referee point penalty spot? Yeah, Koulibaly move out that way. I think the referee did point a penalty spot. I don't know if the shot hit off the hand. Yes, the referee's pointing at penalty spot. Yo, this is so fitting of this game. It will not end. So penalty to Mali. Let's see what happened. There was a quick shot there from Diaby, I think. The ball into the box. It hit the hand of number 4. Number 4. The ball hit the hand of number 4. And then Diaby took the shot, but the referee says it's a penalty. Alright, so the ball is into the box. Let me see if I can describe. Ball is swung into the box from outside the 18. And number 4 for we may have some conflicts here. This might get a bit testy because the Tunisian players are mad pissed, are crazy as hell about this call. VAR will have a final say on this, of course. So the defensive player for Tunisia is backing into his 18-yard box. Yes, his hands is out by his side. The ball hit his hand. And it seems like he may have flipped it up in the air. So, and extended it. So, I see why the referee... I see why the referee is... But I'm trying to figure what should he have done there. It's... this is a difficult one. This one is going to piss off Tunisian fans. This one, and it may get chopped off by VAR, but... Sassi, both captains are talking to the official. Bissouma and Sassi over there. Jan Velre is saying a prayer. Yo, the man I pray said they not give penalty. And the referee is telling these players to leave him alone so he can hear the VAR. Bissouma and Sassi are both around him. He's trying to clear up. It's a lot of talking. This is a lot going on. The Tunisian fans are wondering, what the hell is this that's going on? Damin in goal for Tunisia, walking from side to side. And we still don't have a final decision on whether this is a penalty or not. VAR is having a look at it. The referee pointed to the spot, said penalty. But he's still in conversation with VAR. Both sets of players are with him, walking with him, and now he's concluded that it's a penalty. It's a penalty for Mali. The Mali fans, some of them are now very nervous. Let's see who's stepping up to take it. I guess it must be Bissouma. He had the ball earlier. And no, it's not Bissouma. It's the man himself, Lassine Sanayoko, the striker, the man who scored 2 goals in this tournament. Maybe the last kick to send to extra time or end the game here. 1-0 Tunisia leads. Here is Lassine. Steps up to take the penalty kick and he scores it. 1-1. 1-1. And we're about to have a first here on BCN Sports Watch Along. We're about to go into stoppage time. Tunisia have it to do again. And Malian fans now are in full voice. And this is typical of the games, these games between these two teams. I mean, if you go through the history and look at the preview of these games, I mean, there's always dicey affair. Tunisian fans will probably say, like, look, bro, you can't call a penalty there. The man is running back towards the goal. He's trying to head the ball down, and he's got on his hand. The referee saw it otherwise. So, Lassine Sonoyoko with the goal. 1-1. Yeah, the man I shake the referee. I shake the referee hand. What go on, that's all. The goal scorer now shaking the referee hand. That don't look good. I think the referee tell him to get across the line so we can restart play, and he shook there. All right, let's go. Restart play. You know what? Blow it off. No, we could just. And that's it, family. That's it. Pretty much the penalty was the last kick of the game. All right. Okay, I need a break. This game might be a penalty shootout ball game. I need a break. Do join me in the next 5 minutes or so for first half of extra time. 1-1. And the referee is getting harassed. Before I take over myself, the Tunisian players are not happy. This players from Mali trying to protect the referee. Like I said, this is a testy game. All right, family, welcome back to BCN Sports Watch Along of AFCON round of 16 matchup between Mali and Tunisia. Of course, winner moves on to the quarterfinal. The game is tied at 1 apiece. First half of extra time, teams are ready to go. We'll do 15 minutes each half, and then we'll go to penalties if the score still is even. Goal scorers, Sanayoko with a penalty goal at the death there, probably the 96th minute to be exact was the goal. And then the goal scorer for Tunisia, trying to remember who scored for Tunisia. I can't remember who scored, but oh yeah, Choyote scored for Tunisia. Now the referees in conversation with both captains are, they're just flipping the coin toss now. So the teams are switching around. The ref did came under some severe questions or pressure. So it seems like Tunisia won the toss and Tunisia is flipping around. So they're kicking from right to left. Mali will go from left to right. So, referee's speaking to someone. Seems like he's having some audio issues there. As he was having trouble maybe here in the VAR booth. Yeah, getting ready for the second half. Let's go. Yo, kick off the ball, man. Make it go. Mali with 10 players. 10 players playing with 10 men. And again, I must emphasize that Tunisia have not taken advantage of this extra player. They've played this in most of this game with an extra player, and Tunisia have not done a good job with this man advantage. Here comes Mali trying to break away, but cut out by Tunisia. And there has been a lot of subs that I haven't been able to catch up with. I'm gonna have to, maybe get to them at some point throughout the watch along if time permits. My apologies for not being able to get through all the subs. Here comes Mali. Mali looking to try to find. You know what? Let me try to get this. Here is the ball in the back with Talbe. Finds Abde. Lasani Sanayoko still running here in this game. Still applying a bit of pressure. All right, subs that are off for Ismail Gabri, Hazem Mastori, Haj Mahmoud, Dylan Brown, Hannibal Medre, all off for Tunisia. Yassine Meresh, Mohamed Al Ben Romden on Ferris Trout. And he's the one, Trout with the goal. Mohamed Ilyas also on. Ilyas Saeed also on for Tunisia. So those are the subs for Tunisia. We have a free kick here to Mali. The subs that are on for Mali, people that are off, Mamadou Sangare, Woyo Koulibaly. He actually picked up the red card. Makmadou Dobia and Amadou Dante all off Mali. On is Traore, Bilal Traore, Nane Dorgales, and Gasu Diakate. Those are the subs. A lot of subs. We can change them, but that take time for change right now. On the screen. Here is the ball looking for Diakate, but it's sent out wide. Throwing to Tunisia. Tunisian fans are in nervy moment here. And Basuma has been outstanding in that midfield. He's Captain Basuma has been outstanding in midfield. And again, he hasn't played much club football this year. But he's been absolutely outstanding. I think the last time he played any sort of competitive football, I think he played for Mali against Mozambique it was in October, somewhere around there. So he hasn't been playing much competitive football, but he looks pretty good in this midfield. And he's playing close to 100 minutes so far in this football game. Here comes Lassine Koulibaly, sends it over too high, and Gusa Diakate couldn't get to it. Here comes Jan Valery. Jan Valery sends it back to Abde. Seeing a lot of the football down this left side, looking for the goal scorer Triot, and it's cut out by Kamara. And now the Moroccan rain, and that's something that we've seen at this tournament, is that out of nowhere you have a downpour. So we have a downpour now, so it makes even the conditions even more treacherous, even more risky regarding the ball and being able to protect the ball. And both of these teams should be taking shots on goal to test these goalkeepers with these wet conditions, especially rainy conditions. But the field does still look in impeccable condition, though. There's no waterlog, no area of waterlog. So here is Tunisia. Ball is sent all the way back to Talbe. Find Marish. Looking to send it long. And overhit, and Romain and Chiote was in, but goalkeeper Diarra quickly out. Here is a very good play by Diakate. Wow! That was a beautiful play by young Diakate. Lassine with it, a shot! And an appeal for another penalty, but the referee says no, we will have to see that one again. VAR will have a look on it. Oh, what a sweet move by Diakate. Oh, yeah, that's not penalty, brother. That's not penalty. That's a sweet move by young Gusu Diakate. Very beautiful move. It's a pure red. Eliminated two of those Tunisian players. No penalty, of course. That was not a penalty. It hit his hand, but his hand was by his side. Here comes Marish. Marish finds Jan Valery. Valery has Diakate for company. Diakate sends it back. Now here comes Tunisia down the right side. Ball turned in the box. Where's the additional player? You have a man advantage. No one home. Here is Abde. Yeah, by the way, Tunisia looks a bit better without Hannibal this second half. I mean, here is Tunisia, ball with Romain to Sasse. Sasse trying to get on top of it, can get room to take a shot. Abde into the box. Abde shot and save. Oh, Diarra, I don't think you know anything about that one. I absolutely do not think you know anything about that one. The ball, there was a shot on goal by Abde, or maybe a cross, a ricochet of one of the Malayan players, and Diarra was quickly down to get it in. As the downpour continues, we're in the 7th minute of the 15. 8th minute of the 15. I need to take that baby out of the rain family. I've got to do that. Here comes a free kick for Mali. Sends it in looking for take beaten boy. Here comes Tunisia. And pass the ball too early. You can't, these predetermined decisions. You cannot. And it comes away with it is Mali. And Basuma. Nope. Referee says no free kick. Throw into Tunisia. Sasse. Bilal was looking for something there but didn't get it. Here comes Jan Valery, and that was a short pass from Sasse. Cuts out by Mali. Senoko could looking to find Diakate, didn't work. Here comes Tunisia. 1-1. We're in the 10th minute of extra time. 10th of 15. First half. Here is Roman. Ball's turned inside. Mohamed Elias trying to get on the end of it. Jan Valery. Jan Valery now sends it into the box. Headed out. And it's out for a corner kick to Tunisia. Corner kick in the downpour in Morocco 9th. As what is the current time in Tangiers? Let's see. Corner kick. Abded to get going. Ball, and it's a poor corner kick. Out for a goal kick. It's 10:18 p.m. local time in Morocco. So they're 6 hours ahead of me here in Atlanta. Here comes Diarra. Restarting play. Diarra sends it long for Mali. Headed down. Bilal trying to get on the end of it for Mali. Headed out by Abde and a throw into Mali. Lassine Koulibaly trying to get play restarted, but none of his teammates showing for the ball. Referee also told him to take a step back. Now he takes a throw. Looking for Bilal, headed out by Elias Said. Here comes Tunisia, just playing the ball a little bit too slow. Here comes Mohamed Elias. Elias Said. Elias Said looking for option in the box. The one striker has 4 defenders around him. You can't put it in the box. Here comes a shot from way out. Finally, somebody decided to take a shot from way out. And that's the man himself, Mr. Meresh. Yassine Meresh, who decided to say, you know what? I don't care. I'm shooting. Ball ended up going wide. But I cannot fault the effort. At this stage of the game, in these conditions, downpour, take a shot. We saw earlier between Senegal and Sudan, 2 goals were scored from outside the 18 by Pape Gueye. So, I mean, here comes shot. Goal scorer cleared it wide to Sasse. Sasse looking to find Elias Elias Said, and he couldn't keep the ball in, and it's out for a throw into Mali. 12th minute of 15, first half of extra time. I think Mali is just going through the motion for this first half, and then they will see where things lie in the second half. I think we might be looking at penalties here, people. Remember to smash the like button, tell a friend, subscribe to the channel, BCN Sports Watch Along of football, track and field, cricket, different sporting events. Score updates coming through. Espanyol and Barcelona currently in the 59 minutes 0-0. Atalanta leads Roma 1-0 in the Scudetto. And Lille is down 1-0 to Rennes in the French League. And that's in the 54th minute. English Premier League, earlier scores. Aston Villa 3-1 over Nottingham Forest. Wolverhampton 3-0 over West Ham. That's a bit shocking. Brighton Hove Albion 2-0 over Burnley. And Arsenal defeated Bournemouth 3-2. Throw into Mali. We're in the 14th minute of play. 14th of 15th. BCN Sports Watch Along of African Cup of Nations. Here comes Abded down the left wing. It's cut out. Throw into Tunisia. Of course, more AFCON round of 16 games coming up tomorrow. Morocco versus Tanzania. And Cameroon versus South Africa. Here comes almost in there from Tunisia. Very good stop there from Bilal. Ball is down the line. Cross from Elias, and it cuts out by Bilal out for a corner kick to Tunisia. Corner shot quickly taken by Tunisia. Elias finds Bilal. Bilal trying to get on it. And it's cleared out. Bilal was there to try to cut out the play for Mali. As Ben Romend was looking to get the ball in. Head on, but shot could not get on the end of it. Diarra was quickly out of goal. Yeah. And that's it for the first half. First half of extra time done. Yeah, I could just got penalty and done, yeah, brother. Still 1-1. No clear-cut chances for either team in the first half. I don't expect anything different in the second half. I think even more or less that the teams will get a bit more cautious in the second half, because if you concede a goal now, I mean, this is pretty much it for you in this tournament. At least you can go to penalties and kind of let the chips fall where they may. Referee still seems to be having trouble there with his audio. Again, it's pouring down in Tangier, Morocco. Yeah, cameraman. BM says, who is your pick to win AFCON? The team I would like to win AFCON is Senegal. That's the team I want to win. And I don't want to salt them up, but that's the team I want to win. I watch Cameroon, but the most impressive teams for me have been so far Cameroon and Ivory Coast. I know Nigeria went undefeated in the group stage, but I think Nigeria is heavily dependent on Ademola Lookman, who's a baller. And I think a shot from Tunisia in goal. Tunisia score. Offside. The referee, linesman said offside. Let's send this one to VAR. The man who scored for Tunisia, again on the end of that one. Let's see. He's not convinced. Ooh, this is tight. This is tight. This could be a goal, This could be a goal for Tunisia. This could be a goal for Tunisia. Basuma is bothering the referee. You know what? Card him on them clot. I mean, let him talk to VAR. What are you bothering him? He can't. This might be a goal. I'm not seeing the replay again, but I thought once the shot was taken, both Tunisian players was in an offside position. Then the goalkeeper saved the ball. When the save was both players advanced, I think it was Abde or Sasse. I think it's Sasse for Tunisia was first to the ball, and he played that ball to Chirot, who looked like he was behind him. So this might be a goal. Long discussion occurring between the referee and VAR. Oh, no goal. He was in an offside position. That was tight. That was absolutely tight. We're seeing the replay again. Was Sasse in the offside position? All right, play on. And here comes Tunisia over the top again. Chirot into the box. So Tunisia decided to go for broke this half. They are not waiting for penalties. And rightfully so, they do have a man advantage. Here comes Mali. Looking to find Bilal, and Bilal is dragged down, and it's a free kick to Mali, dragged down in midfield. Mali trying to quickly get play going, and Diakate now takes a shot, kicks the ball after the ref stop play. Should be a yellow card there. And the thing about this, Maresh is the one on that foul. He cannot keep up with this runner. I mean, he cannot keep up with Bilal on this one. So he decided to drag him down. But yellow card, that's it. It was no goal scoring opportunity. All right, yeah, regarding who I want to win this tournament, who I picked to win the tournament, the tournament, who I would like to see win the tournament is Senegal. I think, Senegal win AFCON. That helps this team, and it's a very good team. Goes into the World Cup in much more better shape. And we have Sissoko coming on and Alou Dieng coming off here. I think it was Ibrahim Sissoko. But the best looking team that I've seen is I think it's Cote d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast. I mean, Ivory Coast might be the one to win this tournament, but they are the defending champions, so it's probably yeah, Mr. Lyons, yeah, 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 Mr. Cameraman, I work. Don't pour, and we still have a stop in play here. Yo, boy, referee, Mr. Tom Abonjili Tom. I think he's South African, you know. I want to say we have another sub coming on here for Tunisia. Okay. Now I see. Okay. Now we see the lines for offside. On the initial shot, Sassy was in an offside position because it's not the pass to go score the goal. The initial shot, Sassy was in an offside. So Ben Ali is in and Jan Valery is off. I thought Sassy ran that line pretty close, but he was in an offside position. It was pretty tight. Here comes Tunisia. Ball is sent wide. And Ben Ali now looking to make an impact. So Tunisia is definitely going for this at in the second half. They're not allowing, and again they have a man advantage. They're not allowing, and rightfully so. So we have Mohamed Elias, Ferris Triot, Mohamed Ben Ali, who just came on for Jan Valery. So a lot of possession to ball possession to Tunisia down the stretch here. Sassy still moving around pretty well in that midfield. He finds Mohamed Elias. Elias, salad youth! And the referee has called a foul just outside the 18-yard box there. Take your salad, brother. Elias Said. Put a meg there on Lassine Koulibaly. And I don't know how Lassine Koulibaly is still on the field. I mean, he's already picked up a yellow card, I think. And I don't know how he's on the field. Free kick to Mali. And Lassine Koulibaly showing sub to the bench. I don't know if... Do they have another sub though? 1, 2, 3, 4. They have one more sub. So it seems like Lassine Koulibaly wants to be subbed out. Maybe carrying a knock there. I guess I hope the coach... here's the free kick. Shot. And he totally missed it. The ball played right on the 18-yard box for Abdel to scoop it, and he missed the ball. Right on the penalty spot area for him to take the shot, and he somehow misses it. Here comes Triot, driving into the box. He pulls back, looking for options, and a ricochet off Bilal, and it's out for a throw-in to Mali, to Tunisia. Here comes Tunisia. Mirish. What now? What is this referee now telling stop and play again? Seems to be with VAR. No, he says play on. There seems to be a bit of issue here between the referee and the VAR booth. They're having trouble hearing each other. And Elias Said trying to do the same thing again. Didn't work. Ball is sent long to Diakate. Diakate now knocks it down for Bilal. Diakate is pushed over by a Tunisian player, and the Malian attack is disrupted. Here is Bissouma. Bissouma finds Kamara. Kamara sends it long, and it's overhit, and Tunisia comes away with it. All hands on deck. And my clock is wrong, so I think we have about 6 minutes or so. And we have a player for Mali that is down. So Lassine Koulibaly has been saying that he needs a sub, and the referee is now calling for a stretcher. So he's down as the downpour continues. We have a stop and play, family, as we're getting downpour coming on in Tangier, Morocco. We have a sub just enter the game here. Number 2 for as Lassine Koulibaly day is done. I mean, he's ran his socks off. Probably should have gotten a second yellow card. Amari Traore is on in its place for Koulibaly. And we're seeing, seeing that line, the tool, the blue and the red line for VAR again regarding that that goal, that chopped off goal. That one was tight, very very tight. Here is Elias Merish now turns it back. Tunisia trying to get a go-ahead goal here. We have about 5 minutes of play remaining before we have penalty kicks. If it remains the same, the score remains the same, and we have a player here from Tunisia that is down in a bit of pain. Yep. Please subscribe to the channel. Remember to smash the like button. BCN Sports watch along of AFCON, African Cup of Nations. Round of 16 game, and we have a yellow card to Hamar. No, it's to Sissoko. Is this Ibrahima Sissoko? Yes, Ibrahima Sissoko picking up a yellow card. Still waiting for the ball still waiting for play to restart. Referee now giving instructions or talking to both teams. And players trying to gain an advantage. Free kick to Tunisia. We're in the 119th minute of play. Ball sent into the box over the first attacker, but cleared out by Mali. Mali comes away with it. Diakate looking for Bilal. Here comes Mali in a foot race, and Tunisia trying to drag him back up there, and he turns the ball back now. Here comes Hamar Traore. Traore finds Gusso Diakate. Diakate now sends it into the box, looking for a player on the end, but it's overhit, and it's out for a goal kick to Tunisia. We're heading to penalty kicks, family. Here comes Tunisia. Sasse. Find Elias Said. Or Mohamed Ben Ali. Looking down the right side, looking for the pass is Mohamed Ben Ali. Didn't get it from Sasse. Now here the ball is out left to Said. Elias Said. Mali has all players behind the ball. Here's the ball overhit, and it's into and Mali comes away with it. Here comes Hamar Traore running, has 4 players on him. He turns the ball back. Lasing Sinayoko trying to get on the end of it. Hamar Traore trying to play it long for his teammate, and it's cut out by Elias Said. And Bissouma is there to calm the day. And here comes Gusso Diaka, cuts one. This player is a little bit tricky here. Elias Gusso Diaka has 2 players with him. He goes around one and he's blocked off. Free kick for Mali. Free kick for Mali about a yard down from the goal line as Mohamed Ben Ali says, you know what, you're not going to pass me with those tricks. I mean, he's a very tricky player. Very, very tricky player, Diakate. So the free kick for Mali, ball is almost near the end line. Almost near the corner flag. So it's almost like, 5 yards from the corner flag. Goalkeeper Damen asking for 2 members of the wall, 2 players in the wall. 2 minutes of added time. This might be the last kick before penalties. Here is it Diakate standing over it. He chips it into the back post, and at the back post there is the big man himself, Kamara, couldn't get on the end of it. Probably should have done a little bit better there is Ibrahim Sissoko. Yeah, should have done a bit better there, Ibrahim Sissoko. And looks like that is it, family. All over. We're going to penalties. About time. Let's go to penalties. We're going to penalty shootout. It's about time. We're going to PKs. 1-1. We're going to penalties. Let's go. All right, let me get the penalty taker as soon as they become available. Trying to get the names as soon as they become available on, so I don't know which. I mean, in penalty shootout, it's not. There's no clear favorites. I mean, I think at the end of the day, it's just who's lucky. In terms of the referee's performance, I think he did okay. I think he did the best he could. This is not an easy game to ref by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, it's these 2 teams are very physical, very very hard-nosed football teams, and it takes I think the referee did as best as he could with a firm hand. So. We're getting ready for the penalty shootout. We'll find out the players here in a second. The respective penalty takers. And we'll try to keep you up to date on that as best as I can. see where is the best place. The AFCON site does not have that stuff up yet. Still waiting. Of course, this stuff is, down on the field and coaches are getting together. So waiting for penalty shootout. Soon as it gets ready to kick off, I will have names and players update ready to go. Beautiful night it's approaching close to 11 o'clock or 11 p.m. in Morocco, Tangier, Morocco. So this is late into the night here, late night ball game. All right. Both captains are out getting ready to there's a lot of laughter between these two teams. I will say, for what it's worth, these two teams are there's a lot of that. There's a lot of respect. There's a lot of physicality in the game, but there's a lot of respect between both teams. And all right, let's see if I can make this penalty work here. Let's move this down. This is the first. BCN Sports has never dealt with a penalty shootout, so to get this, probably get this up. All right, first man up seems to be who this? Him. All right, referee's talking to both goalkeepers. Who is this brother? So Tunisia seems to be taking the first kick, and is this Maresh? The sub? I think it's Maresh. Maresh is Maresh is taking the first kick for Tunisia. Let's see. Maresh, first kick against Diarra. And it's a goal. So Maresh with the goal. Alright, now over to Senegal, to Mali's side. So Maresh scored. Actually quite easily, to be, if I must admit. So Maresh. All right, and Bissouma is up next for Mali. And Bissouma miss. What kind of fool free kick is the penalty is this? So Bissouma with a horrible penalty kick. 1-0 Tunisia. Wow, that was bad. Yo. All right. Next penalty kick for Tunisia. Standing over it. Is this? Abde. And Abde miss. That's just as bad as the other penalty that just missed. And the box cover go on here. So Abde miss. Still Tunisia leads 1-0. Wow. Okay, I am having a bit of issue here. So 1-0 Tunisia leads. Tunisia leads 1-0. The ball moved, it seems like the ball did move. For the next, I think it's Seneyoko. And Seneyoko scored, so Seneyoko now it's 1-1. So 1-1. Downpour. It's pouring rain. And now we have stepping up to the plate for Tunisia is Ilyas Said. Tunisian fans are like, yeah. So both of these teams have missed a penalty. Here comes Ilyas Said. And he calmly slots it home. Tunisia leads 2-1. So two converted PKs from 3 for Tunisia. 1 from 2 from Mali. Now we have Nene Dorgelis getting ready to step up for Mali to take Mali's third penalty. Nene. And Nene is off the post. Nene is off the post. Missed penalty. So 2 missed penalty kicks for Mali. So they're 1 from 3. Yeah, he kicked the hell out of the post. Yeah, Mali's going home. Mali is going home. Can't score a penalty. Cannot score a penalty. Here comes Mohamed Ilyas Akori for Tunisia to take their 4th penalty. Tunisia leads 2-1. Mohamed Ilyas Akori, the leading scorer for Tunisia in this tournament, steps up. And it's saved! What a horrible PK. It's saved by Diarra. And the referee will make sure Diarra didn't come off the line. Yo, these two teams, nobody wants to win this game. And no, his foot was on the line, and he's quite fine. Still, Tunisia leads 2-1. And again, taking penalties in these conditions, rainy conditions, is not the best. Now we have Diakate, young Diakate getting ready to try to equalize for Mali. Diakate. Damn man in goal for playing a little mind games with him. Diakate, and it scores, and it's 2-2. Gassou Diakate makes it 2 apiece. So 1 penalty remaining for each team. So Tunisia 2 penalties from 4, Mali 2 penalties from 4. AFCON round of 16 penalty shootout. Tunisia versus Mali. Winner goes on to replace Senegal. Mohamed Ali Ben Romane is next up. So he will take the 5th penalty. Well, if you're taking the 5th penalty, you're supposed to be pretty good. So he needs to score this to keep Tunisia in this game. Now referee blew his whistle and a shot save! It's saved by Diarra. Now they will check his foot to make sure it's on the line. So Tunisia have completed their allotment of 5 PKs, scored 2. And it's a good damn save by Diarra. Wait, hold on a second. Let's see if his foot was on the line there. Wait. Seems like he's fine. No, Mali can win it. Bilal will step up. Bilal Traore. Bilal Traore. He needs, if he scores, Mali is through to the quarterfinals. Bilal kissed the ball. Bilal Traore. Windy conditions, raining windy conditions. 4:57 in Atlanta, 10:57 p.m. in Tangier, Morocco. Bilal with a shot, goal! And he scores. Mali has knocked out Tunisia. And the game is over. 3-2 on PKs. Mali has taken it, and Tunisia should be ashamed. Come on. You play the game with a 10 men, with a man advantage, and you can't win the ball game. For most of the game, Tunisia have themselves to blame as they will go home out of AFCON. So Malian players lives to fight another day, and they will go up against Senegal. And hey, look, I don't know if Senegal is going to be too excited to play this physical Mali team. Of course, Mali will be without Wayo Koulibaly in that next round of games. But congrats to Mali. They have secured their advance, booked their ticket to the next round, to the quarterfinals of AFCON. What a day we've had here on BCN Sports, covering AFCON, covering English Premier League, and all things football. Do join us tomorrow. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for those who've logged on to the live. Thank you for those who sticking through the commentary. We'll try to do it better next time. Try to keep it locked. Try to keep it lively next time. Tomorrow we have Chelsea versus Man City at 11:30 p.m. But before we get to Chelsea versus Man City, we kick off with AFCON Watch Along of Morocco versus Tanzania at 10:50 p.m. And then we'll switch over to Chelsea versus Man City. Subscribe to the channel. Tell a friend about the channel. Thank you for joining us. Earlier AFCON action. Senegal defeated Sudan. Big up to Sudan. Big up, you represented your country well. But that's it. Senegal defeated Sudan in the first round of 16 matchup. And here we have Mali defeated Tunisia. Tunisia is out. Sudan is also out. Big up to all those who are on the live. Thank you again for joining me. My audio cut out for a second. Have a wonderful evening, and